Hey, sweetheart. So I have a question for you. Are you a highly driven person, always wanting to learn more, to experience more, and just to be more? Now, I know I am. I'm a crazy entrepreneur and a crazy creative. And you don't have to be an entrepreneur to have these instincts. It's completely natural. It's how our evolutionary brain works. But I want to point out a very slippery slope, especially during these times of, let's just call it chaos, during this COVID transition as the world spins around us. Now, let's just take a moment and let's chat about feeling the feels, okay? Think about your helpful or non-helpful thoughts as seeds that are unintentionally or intentionally sown, then nourished and sustained. Unfortunately, the overstimulation over a lifespan, we have all of these memories interpreted into sensations, which make our feelings, which basically ground down in our true nature and grow strong roots as we live our lives, totally letting our seeds, our thoughts, and our feelings to be randomly blown around in the wind. Hello, anxiety, right? So there's an initial stimulus thoughts come from, and we have the power to know what to do with them, how to experience them, and how to change them through awareness. So we tend to go through every single day of our lives just hoping our feelings don't run us over like a bus. So here's a public service announcement and what no one has probably taught you. So a feeling is just a physical sensation in the body, nothing less or more. And most of the time, it's more than just one sensation. Welcome, overwhelm. So it's never anything other than a sensation in your body. It is not you, it is not your identity, and it's not your true nature. It's an electrical charge coming from a stimulus. Now, this is what the process looks like that eventually manifests into a sensation in your body. You are here right now in this model. You think, you feel, you do it. Or sometimes you feel it, you think it, you do it. You can feel the same. The amount of emotions you feel will drive the extent of your behaviors. So the point here is that you can learn how to create through inner awareness. So my Life in Bloom, Mastering the Garden of Your Mind, masterclass helps women in an instant be able to process at the speed of thought. And I would just want to leave here that it's okay to feel good. It's okay to enjoy life. We're allowed to be kind to ourselves. But this is really the representation of our perpetual thoughts running through our mind. And when I reach a certain weight, I'll be happy. Or when I make X amount of money, I will be happy. Or when my kids are perfectly happy, then I'll be happy. Realize this, darling. This is a hypnotic trance that you're in. And we have conditioned ourselves to not be enough, stressing out about our finances, our kids, our health over and over again. And when does this stop? After mastering the garden of your mind and becoming a clinical hypnotherapist, it slowly dawned on me that we're only keeping ourselves miserable in this life. So I asked myself, what if I allow myself to be happy right now? In all of my driven imperfections, in the same way this small rudder steers a gigantic ship, sometimes the powerful question is really what we can have help us change our course in life. So what if you can be at peace and feel inner joy now? I'm passionate about helping women's brains So it lets them learn how to stand in their power and be happy now. It's okay to be a slow learner, but you'll finally draw a connection to the level of your happiness and your ability to just be. So let's tap into the absolute game changer together, shall we? So when you use this exercise regularly, it literally rewires your brain and body to default into a peaceful, less stressed state. Because habits are really just thoughts recycling over and over again. So what if freedom was easier than you realize? Read the following 3 steps in this note underneath this video and just picture my voice and let yourself start to zone out as you read these 5 steps. And when you understand all of these steps, do them immediately. Doing it now sets you up for remembering how to do it when you're in a stressful position later. So you can use these anytime that you notice yourself feeling stressed, sad, or just generally just wanting to sense, you're just sensing something is not right or wrong. Because trust me, your mind is looking for something to worry about all the time. It's wanting to keep you safe. So 5 steps to being in peace right here, right now. This is the protocol. Number 1 is to adjust your body language. Just sit up straight and just relax your shoulders and take a deep belly breath. Take 2 long inhales and exhales. Now, the second is to focus on your eyes on one spot that's just above eye level. And just let yourself zone out as you stare at that spot ahead of you. Now, next, third, I want you to just stare at that spot and just name without judgment 3 things that you see, you hear, you feel in your body. Here are my favorite things that I notice when I feel this part. I feel my body being supported underneath me. The feeling of my heart beating, loving, and creating gratitude for its steady rhythm. And the feeling of just the air on my skin. Now, next, I want you to take 1 power word, something positive and simple. Example, a statement could be, all is well, or I am one with a greater whole around me, or I am okay, safe, and completely beloved right now. Now, next, I want you to notice the peace in that present moment. Notice how 2 things cannot be in the same place at one time. It's what we call double-mindedness. You can't fill the mind with chaotic thoughts and name these things that you see, hear, feel at the same time. You can immediately go back to those stressful thoughts, and you probably will the first time, maybe the second time, and that's okay. That's what the conscious mind wants to do. It's there to keep you safe. And then something amazing happens when you start repeating this. And this here now protocol, you can start to realize that you duped yourself. You've been tricked. It's a negative lens. And that you realize you are just recycling these old thoughts, old feelings, old emotions over and over again, and that you can feel now. And that can be unnatural. So start giving yourself permission to feel good now, to matter now in what everything is that is imperfect in you. You can have it all right now. So right now in this moment, I want you to go and practice. And I want you to just say to yourself right now, and I'll do it with you, just a couple of words. I am enough. I am allowed to be happy right now. I choose to stop recycling all these negative emotions and practice presence. So, thank you so much for reading through this with me, my friend. And I just want to let you know that you can have peace and calm in the midst of any storm. And I really want to challenge you, invite you to try it. Just set a reminder on your phone and take the honor for yourself to just quiet down, ground down, and find this space within you, because it's right there. And if you want to learn more about the Mastering the Garden of Your Mind program, I'll be launching it soon. Maybe it's launched by the time you see this video, but my passion is to help women understand brain-based beauty and that all attraction starts in the mind. And that is something to fall in love with. All right, until next time, stay sane, get sleep, and bring your sexy back.